Okay, so this will address some of the questions that came up about sexuality. So let's broaden the human being and look at different aspects of identity. Thank you, Jessie. Jessie contributed this slide. You'll get to meet her later. So start with sex up on top. And in that box, what we're looking at is your biological sex, what you're born with, what chromosomes, what your DNA is, what your physical characteristics are, what genitals you're born with. That determines your sex. Boy, girl, male, female. Except it's not even that easy, because along the continuum there are some babies that are born with multiple genital organs, indistinguishable genital organs. So it isn't as easy as having a binary male and female. Although for most babies that determines sex. Talking about gender identity is a little bit different from some of the answers you were giving when we look at gender expression. Gender identity is, again, up here. I'm a biological female. Does that feel okay to me? It does. It feels natural. It feels right. I don't see myself as a male in any aspect, although I wear pants and short hair. That's my expression. So for me, my gender identity is consistent with my biological birth. For many people, that's not the case. Many people, and we'll talk more about transgender, which is really an umbrella term, but many people are born into a biological body that just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. They may be born biological male, and as they come to grow and develop, begin to understand, this is not who I am. I am not a biological male. I'm a female. And they may or may not take steps to make that change within the course of their life. That's their identity, how they see themselves, how we see ourselves. I might ask you at this table, you're a biological female, I'm guessing. Does that feel right to you? And if she says yes, then her gender identity is consistent with her biological identity. When we look at gender expression, that's a little bit different again. It's what are you choosing to show to the world? So I'm a biological female, my gender identity is female. I believe I show to the world and present as female. Men do the same thing. Ken is a biological male. He presents as a gender identity male. Yes, I mean I'm speaking for you, but most times, you know, occasionally the boa at work, but not always. And he expresses as a male, so he's consistent. But that's not always the case. And there are a wide range of differences in that portion of the continuum. You may have a biological female who identifies as female, believes to be female, but chooses to express herself in a way that's masculine by society standards. Now, to answer the question that came in the back of the room, sexual orientation. This has nothing to do with gender identity. This is a very different aspect of the human being. And your sexual identity is who are you attracted to in a loving way? Who are you attracted to in an erotic way? For some, female is attracted to male, male to female. For some, female is attracted to male and female. And there's a whole range of the continuum. But your sexual preference doesn't have anything to do with your gender identity.